Hi students, now today we are going to study the inverse of a matrix, which is second point of this chapter. So first see the definition of this. Let A be the square matrix of order M and let B be another matrix of same order. Then the product AB is equal to BA is equal to I. This I means identity matrix. If product of these two matrices is identity matrix of same order M, then we can say that B is inverse of A and it is denoted by B is equal to A inverse. So if I'll use the notation for B as A inverse, so same rule we can write as A inverse is equal to A inverse A is equal to identity matrix. This is the most important rule for inverse of a matrix. Let's check note. First one, a matrix A is said to be invertible if its inverse exists. And second, a square matrix A has inverse if determinant of A not equal to 0. So there may be question in the exercise. Check which of the following matrices are invertible. So invertible means you have to check determinant of A not equal to 0. That means that matrix must be non-singular. Let's see first type to find the inverse of a non-singular matrix by elementary transformation. We know that if A is a square matrix of order M and if its inverse exists, let that inverse be A inverse. Then we have relation A inverse is equal to A inverse into A and that is equal to I, means identity matrix. If we will take this equation, so I am starting with A inverse is equal to I. Now here we know the A matrix, we know identity matrix which is of same order and we want to find out A inverse. So we will convert this A into identity matrix by using some row transformation and keep this A inverse as it is because it is enough to apply this row transformation to prefactor only. And same row transformation we will apply to this identity matrix. So we will get one new matrix. Let that new matrix be B. And so I into A inverse, that is equal to A inverse. So inverse of A will be this B matrix, which is a new matrix. Now if I'll start with this, that means A inverse A equal to I. Now here also we know this A matrix, identity matrix of the same order, and we want to find out A inverse. So in that case we will apply column transformation to A to convert this into identity matrix and keep this A inverse as it is because it is enough to apply this column transformation to only post factor. And same column transformation apply here for identity matrix. So you will get a new matrix. Let that matrix be B. And so therefore again A inverse into I will be only A inverse, and by this way you can find the inverse of the given matrix. This is our first question. Check whether the following matrices are invertible or not. So first we will assume this matrix as A. So A is equal to, now here invertible means we have to check determinant of A not equal to 0. So first find determinant, and therefore determinant of A is equal to, we will write this as also determinant. Now first number is 1, cross multiply. So 3 ones are 3 and then 3 twos are 6. So this is minus 3, which is not equal to 0, and if determinant not equal to 0, then A is a non-singular matrix and therefore A inverse exists. Now let's solve this second example. First we will assume this matrix as A. So A is equal to, then we will find determinant of this. So determinant of A is equal to, write down these values here, and then here first number is 2, cross multiply. 15 twos are 30, middle sign minus, 10 threes are 30, and that is equal to 0. Determinant of A equal to 0, that means A is a singular matrix and therefore A inverse does not exist. This is our third example, and here also assume A is equal to this matrix. Now find determinant of A, and so that is equal to determinant of this, and now cross multiply first. So cos into cos, cos square theta minus, and again minus sin theta into sin theta. So minus sin square theta, and so minus minus plus, and so cos square theta plus sin square theta, and its value is 1, which is not equal to 0, and therefore A is a non-singular matrix and therefore A inverse exists. This is our second question, and here we have to find A inverse by elementary transformation, and hence we have to find out inverse of this. Now here we have already given that A is a non-singular matrix and therefore A inverse exists. We will consider A inverse is equal to I to find A inverse, and we will convert this A into identity matrix by using elementary row transformation. Now we have to convert this A matrix into identity matrix. So we will make these diagonal elements as 1 1 1, and therefore multiplying first row by 1 upon x, we have 1 upon x into x is 1 0 0, second row as it is, and here third row also as it is, A inverse. Here also we will multiply first row by 1 upon x, and this is as it is. Now same we will do for second row and third row, and therefore 1 upon y into R2 and 1 upon z into R3, we will get 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 A inverse, that is equal to 1 upon x 0 0 0 1 upon y 0 0 1 upon z, and this is nothing but the identity matrix, and multiplied to A inverse is A inverse itself, and that is equal to again this whole matrix. So very simple. If x, y, z are the diagonal elements of matrix A, then 1 upon x, 1 upon y, 1 upon z are the diagonal elements of A inverse. And therefore, comparing with this relation, if B is our given this matrix, then B inverse is equal to, just we have to replace this diagonal element as 1 upon this element. Means this element we will write as 1 upon 2. Then this is 1 upon 1 means 1 only. And here 1 upon minus 1 means minus 1, and so this is the inverse of B. By this way we can find the inverse of such type of matrices. This is our next question, and here given matrix is this, and we have given this relation also, Ax is equal to I, and here we have to find what is X matrix. So first we will write this relation here, Ax is equal to I, and substitute this A matrix here. Now here we have to take identity matrix of same order 1. We have to find this X, and this is prefactor. So we will use row transformation to convert this into identity matrix. Now first we will make this 3 0. So we will use R2 minus 3 R1. That means there is only change in row 2. So first row we will write as it is 1. R2 minus 3 R1. So this is R2 minus triple of this 1 means 3. Now here 4 minus 2 3s are 6. Here also 0 minus triple of this 1 is 3, and 1 minus triple of 0 is 0. Next time I will write directly, and therefore we have 1 0 minus 3 1. Now we will make this element 0, and so we have R1 plus R2. Now we will make change only row 1. So row 2 remains same in both these matrices. Therefore here 1 plus 0 1, 2 plus minus 2 0, 0 minus 2 as it is, x is equal to, now here 1 plus minus 3 minus 2, 0 plus 1 1, and last we will make this element 1. So we will get this identity matrix. Therefore 1 upon minus 2 into R2, and so we have, directly I will write 0 0 1. Row 1 write as it is, and here minus 3 upon minus 2, and here also 1 upon minus 2. And now this is identity matrix, and this into x is x, and so final answer is minus 2 1. This is 3 upon 2 because minus minus plus, and last element is 1 upon minus 2. This is our fourth question, and here also we have given this relation Ax is equal to B. Also we have given this A matrix and B matrix, and we have to find out this X. So first we will write this relation here, Ax is equal to B, and now substitute these matrices here. Now check here, we have to find out this X matrix. So we will make this matrix as identity matrix, and since this is prefactor, we will use row transformation for both these matrices, and therefore first we will make these two elements 0. So we will use R3 minus R1. That means first and second row as it is. There is only change in R3. So I am now R3 minus R1. So 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 3, 1. 3 minus 1, 2. Now again we will make this element 0 and therefore we have R2 plus R1. So there will be only change in row 2. So now R2 plus R1 means minus 1 plus 1, 0, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 5. Third row as it is X, that is equal to first row as it is R2 plus R1, 2 plus 1, 3, 2. This element 0 and so that means change in R2. So R2 minus 5 R3 gives first row as it is 1, then 0 minus 0, 0, 3 minus 0, 3, 5 minus 5, 0, this 0, 0, 1 as it is, and here also 1, then 3 minus 2 5s are 10. 3 minus 5 multiplied by 2. So that is minus 7 and here this 2 as it is. Now we will make this element 1. So 1 upon 3 R2 gives. And here simply divide this second row by 3. So minus 7 by 3. This 2 as it is. And now we will make this and this element 0. So first I am making this 0 by R1 minus 2 R2 and then afterwards we will make this element 0. So we have again 1, 2 minus 2, 0, this 3 as it is equal to this 1 minus 2 multiplied by this. So minus minus plus 7 2s are 14 by 3 minus 7 by 3 and this is 2. And again R1 minus 3 R3. So we will make this element 0 and this is 3 1s are 3. 3 plus 14 17 by 3 minus 3 R3 means 2 multiplied by 3 means 6 and minus 7 by 3 as it is, this 2 also as it is. Now this is identity matrix into X is X and that is equal to 3 6 are 18. So minus 1 by 3, this is minus 7 by 3 and last element is 2. So this is our expected X matrix. This is our next question. Find the inverse of this matrix. So first we will assume this matrix as A. We will find determinant of A to check whether this matrix is non-singular or not. So find out value of this determinant. And so this is equal to minus 1 which is not equal to 0 and therefore A is non-singular matrix. Therefore A inverse exists. Now check again. Here we have to find inverse by elementary row transformation. So we will consider A inverse is equal to I. Now substitute these two matrices here. To find A inverse, we have to make this matrix as identity matrix. So we will make these two elements as 0. So R3 minus 2 R1 gives first and second row as it is. So 1 and then 2 minus 2, 0, 4 minus 4, 0, 7 minus 6 is 1. Here A inverse and same here. First two row as it is and then check again 0 minus 2, minus 2, 0, here 1. So we will make now this element 0. So R2 minus R1 gives first row as it is 1, 2, 3, 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 2, minus 1, and 5 minus 3, 2, A inverse, and that is equal to 0 minus 1, so 1, 0. Now we have to make this element 0. So 2 minus 2, that means R2 minus 2 R3 gives, now again first 0, minus 1, minus 0, minus 1, 2 minus 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, A inverse, and that is equal to, now minus 1 plus 4, 3, 1 minus 0, 1, here minus 2. We want these diagonal elements 1, 1, 1. So multiply this as minus 1. So minus of R2 gives, very easy, multiply second row by minus sign. And first now make this element 0 and afterwards make this element 0. So first I'll write R1 minus 2R2. So only this element will be 0, equal to 1 plus 6, 7. This is plus 2 and this is minus 4. To make this 0, R1 minus 3 R3, and so we have, so 7 plus 6, 13, 2, minus 4 minus 3. This is identity matrix and therefore A inverse is equal to this matrix. Now students, let's check this question. Here we have given A and B matrices. We also know the relation XA is equal to B, and we have to find out X here. So write down first this relation and substitute these two matrices. Now here we have to find out this X matrix, and this is post factor, so we will use column transformation here. So this is C1, C2, C3, and so first we will make these two elements as 1. So we will write here 1 upon 2 C2. How we are using for rows, same we will use for column, and therefore X first column as it is 0, 1, 0. Now divide second column by 2. So this is 0, 1, 1. Here also 2. Here dividing by 2. This is 1, 1 upon 2. Then to make this element 0, C3 minus C1 gives X first two column as it is 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 0, here 3, here also 0, and that is equal to, now here 3 minus 1, 2, 5 minus 1, 4, 7 minus 2 is 5. To make this element 0, so C3 minus 3 C2 gives X, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now 0, 3 minus 3, 0, and 0 minus 3 is minus 3, and that is equal, and then 2 minus 3 is minus 1, 4 minus 3 by 2, and this is 5 minus 6 is minus 1. We will make this element 1, and therefore 1 upon minus 3 C3 gives X first and 0, 1, and that is equal to, and here minus 1 upon minus 3, 5 up 5 by 2 into 1 upon minus 3, and here minus 1 upon minus 3. Now simplify this. So again that is equal to, this is 1 by 3 minus 5 by 6, and this is 1 by 3. Now again we want to make this one as 0 and this is also 0. So we will perform C1 minus C3 also and C2 minus C3 also. So we have, now C1 minus C3 gives 1 minus 1 upon 3, 1 plus 5 by 6. C2 minus C3 gives 1 minus 1 upon 3, and this column as it is. And simplify this. So we have, and after taking 1 upon 6 common, so we have 2 to the 10, this is 2. This is our required matrix X.